right, here we go. What's up, everyone? AJ Writes Crypto here. It is Wednesday, February 21st. Let me fix my camera a little bit here, but guess what? This is my Friday. I will have videos, pre-record videos coming out for you guys, while I'm out. I probably won't be back till maybe Tuesday. I'll try to do a live stream in Mexico City. Can't make any promises. For those of you who don't know, I am flying out tomorrow to Mexico City for the Karate Combat event. There is a whole card of normal Karate Combat as well as the Influencer Fight Club. It is going down. Man, I'm excited. Am I a little nervous? Of course, going to a fight, watching to support one of your friends. This is not my first rodeo. Many of you might not know, I trained MMA for 5-6 years back in the day, in my early 20s and stuff like that, and very I know what's up when it comes to the fight game. And anytime you go into one of those scenarios, of course I think Ben can win. I know Ben can win, but at the same time, it's fighting. It's a known unknown. It's a new world out there, and I just want to be there and support in any way I can. And Ben is not my only friend in fighting. Let me pull this up for you guys, just so you guys are aware of this situation. If you want to, keep track of the fights this weekend. I mean, this is a big deal for crypto. The influencer fight game. Before I even show you this, the influencer fight game, has become a pretty big thing lately. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, kind of really starting it, like KSI and stuff like that. It is becoming more of a thing, and of course, some people from crypto world wanted to jump on the board, get involved. And I think that's awesome. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so let's take a quick look at the fight card here. This is it right here. KC 44, Mexico City. Never been to Mexico City before. Pretty excited to check that out. Definitely get involved, see what's going on in the city. See that cauliflower ear? That, if you want to know why I stopped training MMA, don't want it. It's pretty gnarly. But here we go. So, so it's the normal Karate Combat. The hostilities begin with pit submission series, followed by your regularly scheduled Karate Combat. And for the finale, the Influencer Fight Club. And Ben is headlining the Influencer Fight Club. So Ben, in his first ever MMA fight, gets to fight last. He is the headliner of this event. Okay. Holy shit. 1, 2, I'm going to be in his ear nonstop. I have 2 words for Ben on Friday. Energy conservation. Don't be in the crowd. Don't be signing autographs. Don't be blah, blah, blah. Don't get all jacked. Calm down, take a nap, sleep it out. I want him to be asleep for most of this event. I want him to wake up an hour, 90 minutes before his fight, warm up, get his hands wrapped, glove up, go do it. I don't want him to be out there, burning up the gas tank. That is a big deal. Energy conservation will be the name of the game for Ben, especially fighting last at this event. So there's a lot of Karate Combat names before. Eric Perez, I've heard that name before. I've been to a handful of Karate Combat fights. Gonna be interesting. And then, there's the pit submission series here, and then IFC. So it's going to go Crypto Grady. Some of you might know Crypto Grady. He's a big boy. Oh yeah, Crypto Grady. Yeah, baby. Crypto Grady. That's him. He's a friend of mine. He is a friend of mine. And then we got Adam Charles, another good friend of mine. He puts on the the influencer awards and stuff like that. The golden upvote that I want and stuff. He's the guy that puts on all those awards. He's a really important person in the space, actually, and he does have a history with fighting and stuff. So definitely interesting to see him fight. Dreamer and Phil Russell, 2 people I met in Miami. That's going to be a good fight. Then Crypto Crow, really excited to see Crypto Crow, but his opponent Moon Daddy, big dude. Crypto Crow is a big boy as well. That's going to be a brawl, in my opinion. And I think the thing with the Crypto Crow fight, it could be the fight of the night, because they're both big dudes and they both think they can win. They both know they can win. It's so imagine getting punched in the face by Crypto Crow. Okay, just shut your eyes and imagine him shutting off your lights with one jab. There's a whole lot of dude right there. And then, of course, Ben Armstrong and More Light. I don't know much about More Light, to be honest. I know he's a part of like the Harry Potter, Sonic Inu or whatever. Some people actually, I've heard a rumor that he's a Muay Thai fighter with like some crazy record. But I haven't found any. I saw a Twitter comment saying that he's like, 42-3 or something like that. I'm like, this guy has not fought 50 times, almost 50 times. And if he did fight 50 times, there'd be some footage of it. I have not seen one single video of him throwing a jab, him throwing a kick. I haven't seen him throw a single punch. I'm pretty sure if he has an accomplished fight record, there would be some footage of it somewhere. And I did even search his real name in terms of that as well. So, I don't know if the rumors are true about this More Light guy or not. But, I know Ben has been training. I know Ben packs a pretty solid punch. Ben can take a punch. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I don't want to beat this up for too long, but, obviously super excited to be there. If you can't make it right here, just go to, if you can watch the fight for free on YouTube. The link's right here. Here, I'll copy paste this link into the description for you guys. You can save that link. Just go to the Karate Combat website. Go to Events Mexico City, KC44. Scroll on down there and click the YouTube, and you'll be able to watch the fight for free. So definitely tune in. And, I'll be there in the corner for Ben. I'll be hopping around, enjoying my time. But definitely I'm going to try my best to help Ben conserve his energy, because I know that the problem with Ben is that he's super social. And he wants to he'll probably want to go watch the fights and blah, blah, like he'll want to be there. That ain't it. If you're there to fight, you're there to fight. You're not there to socialize and sign autographs. So hopefully he hears me out on that. All right. So yeah, Crow is a big boy. Just saying, says Mike Vollmer. I completely agree. Moon Daddy looks like Von Kaiser from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's funny. Visualize. You guys are hilarious. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. We do have about 100 people in the house right now on this Wednesday morning. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you smash likes if you haven't already. I got a bunch to talk about today. Definitely the first thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to click send on this little tweet right here. Let me double check it. For our weekly CryptoChips.io giveaway, one lucky person will win a holographic NFT, a holographic card of one of their personal NFTs. If you want a chance to win, all you have to do is like and retweet this post and give a follow to our friends over at CryptoChips. Good luck. All right, I want to click post on that, double checking my spelling. All right, let me copy paste this little bad boy into the chat here so you guys can be the first to get in on this giveaway tweet. Boom, boom, boom. There's the link right there in the chat. Let me share this tab instead. Move this on over here. All right, so here is the weekly CryptoChips.io giveaway. We're giving away a holographic card of one of your personal NFTs. So you get like this card and it can change colors. I have one for my Dead Pixel Ghost somewhere. Where is it actually? Where did I might have took it to my house actually. Yeah, I think it's at my house. I don't have it here at the office with me, but no, these are really cool. It's a kind of cool way to have a physical representation of one of your personal NFTs. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the canvases hanging up on the wall and stuff like that. But these are also very cool. They come in a couple different sizes, a couple different colors. It's just a cool thing to have, if you want to show off your NFT in a unique way. There you go. We're giving them away over at CryptoChips.io. If you don't win the giveaway and you want to get one of these for yourself, here's the website for them right here. If you go to CryptoChips.io, holographic cards come in a bunch of different sizes and colors. Like I said, you can send your personal NFT in. And if you use the code either Grogger, like Get Rich or Get Wrecked, the acronym, or AJ Writes Crypto, you will get 10% off on your order over at CryptoChips.io. Big thank you to David and the boys over there for still doing these giveaways and everything after all this time. I know the audience really appreciates it. I really like doing giveaways for the audience. You guys are awesome. I want to give back to you guys because you're always, always supporting and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely get in on that giveaway over at Twitter. Just one more quick time. The tweet is right here. I just pasted it into the link. All you got to do is retweet this post and give our friends over at CryptoChips.io a follow, and you will be entered for the giveaway. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Also, a big shout out to the sponsor of the channel, PHEMEX. Have been getting a little bit more involved when trading. I want to do, some live stream tradings. Just haven't had a chance to do it yet. they are coming. I promise you they are coming. I'm trying to figure out the format of the show, trying to like kind of make it a little bit more unique, different than the show, overlays and stuff like that. Thinking about switching over from, the StreamYard, which is what I do my streaming on right here, to Streamlabs. Like there's a little bit more things you can do to get involved. I just want to make it different. When I do something new, I always want to make it, unique. And sometimes I kind of hold myself back by being that way, but I want it to be engaging. I want the audience to be like, oh, like this is cool. This is way different. So that's what I'm trying to do. So thank you for being patient. But yes, shout out to big sponsor of the channel, PHEMEX. Obviously, I've been doing all my trading over at PHEMEX. Easiest place to trade. I agree with this statement. The most efficient trading and investment platform. That's spot on. It's super easy to trade on PHEMEX. They have all the coins that you'd ever want for spot trading. All the coins for leverage trading, everything. If you want to sign up for PHEMEX, make sure you click the link down below in the description. I'd really appreciate it. And also, you do not need to KYC to trade on PHEMEX, but anytime you're trading crypto, you should certainly use a VPN. All right, let's take a quick little overview at the crypto market. And big thank you to my sponsors. Bitcoin kind of falling off a little bit. Ethereum, 2,900, things kind of falling down a little bit in the red a little bit today. Not the end of the world. Look in the chat, everybody. Even the Glitter Queen made a PHEMEX last night. Look at her go. Look at her go. All right. And good morning to my guy, Massos. Massos. All right. So obviously, there's a lot of big news with Tron right now. A lot of news with Tron. Gonna definitely look into that. Oh, you guys can't even see that one. It's at the bottom. But yeah, a lot of news with Tron. We will get into that at some point in this show. Altcoins have kind of fallen off a little bit. It's pretty obvious when things kind of pop up that hard. You have to anticipate, some sort of pullback. Some things are holding some pretty good levels. To be fair, though, Hedera staying over 10, big deal because that's support resistance. VeChain staying over 4, big deal, support resistance. Render has been doing very well at $6. Love to see it. The graph has fallen on. I mean, the graph was almost at 28 cents. 28 cents and has come back to 23. But look, this happens. It's a part of it. I was kind of looking at, my portfolio, my personal portfolio last night. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, like, did I consider selling the graph at, 28 and thought about buy back in later on? Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, I think that I'm sticking to my plan this bull run. And to be honest with you, I'm really not trying to get into the short-term capital gains lulls. Every, hodl position I'm in, I want to hold for at least a year. I mean, there will be a point, obviously, when you're buying into the bull run and some of that gets sold and, some of those will be short-term gains. But I want the bulk of, my portfolio to be held for at least a year. So as tempting as it is to play the jump in, jump out game with your bags. I mean, that wasn't a part of the plan with those bags. Like, do I have my exit strategy written down? Do I have my targets written down and stuff like that? Of course. But did I say, oh, if it goes to 28, I'm going to jump out and try to sell back and buy back in at 24? No, I didn't write that into the plan. So I'm not going to try to force things in. But there is a difference between your hodl bag and your day trade bag. So you have, you do all the fancy pants stuff with your day trade bag, and you hodl your hodl bag. You don't get fancy with your hodl bag. That's how you can get yourself in trouble real quick. So obviously want to take a quick look at the gainers and the losers, try to isolate that volatility, try to see, what coins are really moving. Lately I have been looking at the top 300. Normally I just look at the top 100, but lately I've been looking at the top 300 because some things, are kind of there's some coins that, might make their way into the top 100. And we want to see what those are. Jasmy coin, for instance. Jasmy is a coin we've talked about on the channel before. I know there are some people in the chat here that are, ravenous about Jasmy. My buddy Jesse Walker is even, one of my friends from kindergarten is even a Jasmy bull. Not sure how that happened, but it is up 40% in the past 24 hours, maybe making its way to the top 100. Still under a $700 million market cap. You're definitely going to have to hit $1 billion to make the cut there. I mean, it even went, almost, 16 cents and then fell back down to 14, but still really good to see that one up that hard. I'm not really sure I'm not totally sure about the details on Jasmy coin. I know that people like it. It's one of those coins that I keep hearing about, but I've never really have done a deep dive into it. I don't think I'd have a life if I dove into every coin I heard about, but it has been on the radar a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Prom up 39. This is 235. Gollum alt layer Saya coin up 8%. Saya coin's one of those ones that's been around forever. That's just, I'm sorry to anybody who's held it this whole time, but hey, at least it's up, 8%. Good for them. Casper woke up a little bit. Casper's still under 4 cents, which is crazy. Casper's a coin that I was bullish on. After I wrote the script for Hit Network, I was bullish on Casper, and then it kind of just stayed at that 4 cent level forever. You know how like Solana and Quant are like a magnet to 100. Well, Casper is a magnet to 4 cents. I think one day it'll probably do well. It's also a coin that it's 146 by market cap. Some people want me to do a Casper price prediction, but I'm probably not going to do price predictions for coins outside of the top 100 because other than the small niche amount of people that really want to see that video, that's not a video that everyone's going to be like, oh, I have to see that one. Like for instance, like if you kind of go look at the channel I've been doing here, my Solana price prediction put up serious numbers. My Algorand price prediction put up serious numbers. I'm filming a different price prediction today. I'm filming another price prediction for you guys. So I put out a price prediction video when I'm out in Mexico City. We're also filming another portfolio update today as well. So we will have plenty of some content coming out for you guys while I'm in Mexico. I wanted to take a quick look at the losers. I do see a super chat in my peripheral. I will read that in one moment. Let's take a quick look at the top 100 here. Saya coin leading, FET up 6%. FET is still going. I think I saw it above $1 at one point, to be honest with you. Starknet, that airdrop just totally went to shit. Very unfortunate. Beam down 8%. Optimism down 7%. Arbitrum, Filecoin, Algorand. I kind of saw the Filecoin one coming because of how hard it pumped after the Solana news. I hate to see Algorand lose 20 cents again, but I am okay with it. As long as Algorand holds 16 cents, I'm not stressing. I mean, even if it goes to 15.5, I mean, that could be a fake out. But basically, if Algorand goes to 14.9, I'm out. I'm scared, I mean, I'm not out because, I'm in governance. So I'm not going to sell the Algorand that I have that is not, you know what I mean? Like if it's staked up in governance, I'm not going to pull it out. And that is like probably 85% of my Algorand. But I would say that my eject point for the small amount of Algorand I have that's not in governance, probably 14.9. Because 16's the level, but sometimes it'll kind of fake you out and go below the support resistance level and pop up. That actually happened with Algorand. In terms of if you go, I'm going to TradingView. I'll show you guys the chart in a minute. So this actually happened with Algorand. So remember, back in the day here, I was telling you guys when we were down here, this level that we really needed to get Algorand above 16 cents to see bullish upside because of this support resistance level right here that I already have circled over there. We did that. Once we broke that level, we quickly moved all the way up to, about a quarter, 25 cents by Christmas time, about a 60% pump from that call. I know a lot of people got involved in that call. And now that it came down here, so this is what happened last time. So once we started headed down the hill after Christmas time, we actually did, lose the support resistance level. But this is how it works. Like just because I say support resistance at 16 cents, it will go further past that to try to get you to sell. Like on this candle here, this was trying to get people to bail, and then look what happens. It just zooms right back up above the level, 14% pump, just like that. That's how it works. And as you see, this level right here is 14.9. So really that to play it safe, if you are try it. Like I'm not saying all coins are going to dip that hard, but this is just a security measure, basically. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm very, very bullish on Algorand long term. Most of the time when I get out of governance, I just roll it over and continue it in governance. This is a long term hold for me. But even for any coin, I mean, there is a point where if it loses 14.9, you have to consider maybe jumping out at 14.9 and then trying to get back in at the next support resistance level. There's a value area down here between 12 and 13 and stuff like that. I'm not saying sell and leave. I'm saying sell and buy, because if it loses that level, it'll probably, because this is how you have to think about it. think of things in terms of like a value area. Okay, so when you see how when it trends between support resistance, like this level here, and then this batch here, that if we go back into this value area from this one, we're likely to come to the bottom around 12 cents. So if Algorand really loses 16 cents support resistance, and I would probably try to save my bags a little bit. If you can sell from here and buy back in down here, you saved yourself from falling 20%. So there are cases where you play the jump in, jump out game. But yeah, I don't think it'll come to that. But I do want you guys to consider some sort of strategy if all hell breaks loose. Just because we've been pumping doesn't guarantee anything. Just because crypto is looking good doesn't guarantee anything. You always have to have a plan, and that's my point. But this recent fall, I'm not that worried. I mean, if you kind of consider this a bit for resistance right here from the Head and Shoulders, that didn't really play out. There's touch there 2 times. That level is touch, and we're actually holding it, and that level is at 17.65. Would like to see Algorand hold that level. Obviously, you guys know how bullish I am on Algorand, especially for the long term. But the chart setup, it is unfortunate how hard it got rejected from this level. Because you see right here, we actually didn't even get back above that little high. So that is kind of a bummer, technically speaking, especially because, I say that because a lot of projects, the graph, VeChain, Algorand, there's this local high. Excuse me, I thought that was a normal line. There's this local high from Christmas time, right? And the thing is that some projects, got above and are staying above that level, where some other projects, aren't getting above the previous level. So I kind of view it as, I actually kind of see it as an opportunity, to be honest. I say, well, like, we're definitely trying to target the coins that have not popped off yet. That is the way I see it. So, to be honest with you, I actually am kind of looking at Algorand as an accumulation target, as long as it holds, it needs the criteria to buy Algorand. It needs to hold 17.6. I would like to see this be some sort of reversal. I think this could be a reversal, to be honest with you. We need to hold 17.6, and we need to start moving from 17 back to the top of this range here. Because if you can get in between 17 and 20 and load up to 25, that's a good trade. So shout out to the Algo fam. Appreciate you guys. All right. All right. We have a $50 super chat from Ferris Altoma. Ferris, hope I pronounced that right. Not trying to be rude. Good morning from Riverside, California. Just want to thank you so much. I have the coins you've been talking about, and I'm already 3 to 4x. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. And thanks for the $50 super chat. That's amazing. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the Grogger family. You guys are awesome. All right. So going to keep the ball rolling. Got a bunch of stories to talk about today. Kind of got sidetracked doing TA there. It's all good. It's all good. Just a quick recap here. For anybody who's coming to the show a little bit late, we are doing a giveaway for my friends at cryptochips.io. Definitely check out this link, this tweet over at my Twitter, retweet the post, and give our friends at Crypto Chips a follow, and you'll be in the running to win a holographic NFT card. Obviously, big thank you to my sponsor, PHEMEX. And now let's get into some of the stories that I have here for today. The StarkNet airdrop. A lot of people are pretty mad about this one. Pretty deep drop. I think this picture of the roller coaster, it even says right here, a roller coaster going down. I find that very funny. Stark token slumped more than 50% on the first day of trading, indicating many recipients have sold as soon as they receive their allos, which is very likely, especially how much you had to hold to get in on it. StarkNet's token unlock schedule for the development team and investors has come under criticism from market observers. It's definitely when they have an unfair, distribution, people are going to push back. You always kind of want to look into the distribution setups for any coin that you're in and know, okay, at which point are the Series A or the Series B investors going to get their bags and stuff like that. You always want to, pay attention to that stuff. I mean, look at this tweet right here. Buyers of Stark, beware. You are the exit liquidity. One of the most cynical rug pull token drops in the history of crypto. And that is a bummer because they have that. People are saying this. This is not my opinion. I'm just reading this tweet. But, I know this coin had a lot of hype. This coin had a lot of it had a lot of support. It seemed like kind of going into StarkNet that there was some hope that there was going to be a successful project, considering the hype that they garnered and the projects surrounding it. Taking a quick look at token unlocks here regarding Stark. 7% unlocked. Oh, okay, but you can even see it here. I mean, I actually do. I have an account here, I think. I want to see it. Continue. Okay. So this is what they're upset about, is that here is, look at how hard this thing really picks up from here. Even if we go to like a 1 year. Okay, actually. So check this out. I mean, it's at what? I don't know how accurate. I know this site can be a little off sometimes, but overall, we're talking about available supply 2.9 billion, almost, and then it just rips up from 2 to almost to over 7 in 2 years. I mean, that is not what you want to see. Only 7% unlocked. I'm not sure if it's a linear or a cliff unlock, but yeah, I given all the negative press around this one, I am going to not really be targeting StarkNet. But this is why we have to stay plugged in the tokenomics. The lesson here is that you want to, tokenunlocks.com. Sometimes the emission schedules aren't exactly accurate. You kind of want to double check other charts to see how close it is. But you want to pay attention to, cliff unlocks was when it's just going along, boom, unlocks, going along, boom, unlocks. And there's linear unlocks where it slowly bleeds every day. And some things have linear and cliff unlocks based off certain days, like Solana, the 7th of every month is a heavy unlock day, but it's also on a linear schedule as well. So you kind of want to be plugged into these kind of things. So I definitely check out this site right here and kind of go through and gloss over and look at the coins in your portfolio and keep track of when the unlocks are coming. And the thing with the unlocks is that just because the big unlock is coming doesn't guarantee a dump. It's something you want to be aware of, but just because coins get unlocked doesn't mean that those people are going to sell. So just because coins unlock, that doesn't guarantee that it's just going to drop the price. There's more to it than, okay, the coins are unlocked. That doesn't mean the price just falls. That's not how it works. I know some people kind of misunderstood me when I was talking about sand last week, because there was a big sand. There's a couple coins, I think it's February 13th or 14th, had really heavy unlocks. And then I was just saying hey, keep an eye out on this. Sand does have a big unlock that day. And the thing is that sometimes on big unlock days, you will see coins just go boom. And then on some unlock days, it'll be a big unlock and nothing will happen because people aren't selling. All right. So we got my guy, Tristan Gage, $10 super chat. Thank you, Tristan, for the $10 super chat. What's up, AJ? What's up, Tristan? How you doing, bro? I know you may shame me for this. Oh God. Oh my God. That's a way to start off. But I pulled 10K out of my algo. Tristan, what are you doing? Tristan, we need to talk. We need to talk here. He pulled 10K out of his algo at 0.2. Well, guess what? It's at 18. You sold at the wrong time. And I put it in the H bar because of the run to 0.2. I think that will happen for H bar soon. Good idea or absolutely dumb idea? Well, man, it comes down to your conviction. It comes down to your conviction. I'm never a one or the other kind of person. I'm always I prefer to be diversified. When people say, oh, what do you like more, Algorand or H bar? I'm never going to answer that question because I don't have to, because I buy both. Okay. But I understand if you only have X amount and you're trying to make sure you're in the winner. I get it, but there will be days where you say, oh, I made the right move. And there will be days where you clearly didn't make the right move. So, I mean, I'm really not in a position to say whether if it's a bad move or a dumb idea, but I can tell you that, Algorand already fell past 20 cents. So you could Oh, you sold at 20. Okay. So selling at 20 actually wasn't bad, excuse me, because it did fall to 18. So that's fair. But yeah, but I mean, I can't answer the question because it comes down to your conviction. If you take a look at, I will obviously go to the H bar chart as we already looked at the Algorand chart during the show. Let me pull this up. I know you guys can't see it yet. 1 second. All right. So, it is holding the 10-cent level, and this is good. This is good. There are some projects that have kind of lost that. We're only looking at a 12-minute chart. And even like I said, how some coins, this is the Christmas bump up here. No, it's not. This is the Christmas bump up here. And, H bar has gone past that. So H bar does have like a little bit more bullish structure than some other projects. But the thing is that now that it has gone up this far, this is a 2-hour chart. And what I do want to point out right away on this 2-hour chart is, one, notice how the RSI is not dropped below the 50 line right there. That is a good look. If it bounces off of that, great. If the oscillator doesn't come down too far like this and kind of will do one of these and continue, that would be really good. Also, we have good money flow. That looks good as well. So if you come down here and look at, say like a 23-minute chart, something like that, you will actually see that H bar is holding this level even with a negative 516 on the dual band strength index. I am liking the setup for H bar, especially even with a higher low from this wick here. That way, good to see that. So, basically my point here is overall is that H bar has a big support resistance level at 10 cents. So 0.1001 if you want to go that far into the decimals. But at 10 cents, this level here, draw a big line all the way across your chart and set an alarm at 10 cents, because if H bar loses 10 cents, you're going to want to know. Obviously it did put in a lower high. Okay. But if you want to consider the wick here, it could be going this way, or if you want to consider the body of the candle and ignore the wick, you could be looking down channel like that as well. So there are two ways to interpret that based off of whether or not you include the wick. But I would draw it like this for now, with the hopes of it holding support resistance. And here, let me change the colors on these so it makes a little bit more sense. I know the colors sometimes kind of mess people up. All right, so consider the downtrend, but also consider the support resistance. So definitely 10 cents, big alarm right there at 10 cents. So yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer to that question. If H bar loses 10 cents, it's probably going to continue. It probably will fall pretty quick, probably to 8 cents range, because if you kind of consider H bar is one of those coins that when it moves, it just moves, and then it tends to stay inside of ranges for a while, even if you kind of ignore the outliers here. If you go, kind of go from, January to, the beginning of February, kind of spent most of the time in this downtrend, and now it kind of swiggled up and rocked. So, really, if it starts to lose support resistance levels, the first thing we're going to do is, start drawing levels out here, like 9.5 cents off support resistance. This is another big one as well at 8.7, almost 9 cents, because of this floor here, floor, ceiling, and then ceiling there. So that level's super big deal. So you're definitely going to want to, alarm that out. But really the big alarm is at 10 cents. And if we lose 10 cents, I mean, that's going to be really sad, because that's the biggest support resistance level on the H bar chart at the moment. So let's hope the bulls wake back up this weekend. I will say that much. Don't want to go too far into this. So Ken and I will look at TIA at the end of the show. Gotcha. All right. I do have a couple more stories I wanted to get into today. Obviously, so much to talk about, man. And there's 212 people in here. Thank you guys for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really means the world to me that you guys are here. Thanks for spending your Wednesday morning with me. So, all right. So let's go to Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated, the magazine, takes NFTs to Avalanche for next level ticketing. That's pretty cool. Too long didn't read. Avalanche has acquired a share in Sports Illustrated tickets, making it the blockchain supplier for its NFT-enabled ticketing service, Box Office. That's what it's called, Box Office. Sports Illustrated Tickets CEO David Lane noted that while traditional tickets wind up in the trash, NFT tickets might provide holders with some more experiences and chances for event organizers. The launch matches with the start of Inspect Reward Season 1, an initiative that rewards Avalanche fans for community involvement. So there you go. I think that's pretty cool, kind of associating with a big name like that. Even have the little tweet right here. I mean, an SI ticket's not really a big, only 36 likes, nothing crazy, but that is cool that they're getting involved at that level. Sports Illustrated is a big name. Hopefully that brings a little bit more visibility to Avalanche and everything they're doing. So I don't think that's a bad story at all. Shout out to Sports Illustrated. Pith. I like to call it Pith, but it's Pyth. Launches real-time Bitcoin ETF price feeds. That is pretty cool. Remember, Pyth is an oracle. I went on a rant in my one of my most recent YouTube videos about my top 8, not top 8. Well, yeah, top 8, I would say, but 8 coins to consider pre-halving. Pyth was the first one of those coins. It is actually, let me go over here really fast. If you guys have not seen this video yet, I highly suggest it's this one right here, the 8 picks to target pre-halving. We still have time. I put a lot of time into this video. It's a long video. It's about 20 minutes long, but I kind of really went into the nitty gritty on this video here. There are 8 picks. Like I said, Pyth is one of them. Certainly watch that video. And you guys know, here's the thing with this video. You guys know that I like Algorand, HBAR, VeChain, blah, blah, blah. None of those coins are in this video. This is 8 new picks and coins that I actually am watching. And you will be surprised what you hear in this video if you haven't seen it. I'm actually very proud of this video. In terms of views, it probably won't do as good as my Solana price prediction, and that's okay. But in terms of video content, I am very proud of that video and how I edited it. And I spent a lot of time on it. I'm proud of that video. I really am. So definitely check it out. And like I said, Pyth is the first video pick in that video. I think Pyth is going to do good things. And in terms of oracles, Chainlink has a big dominance over oracles, big time. So if a project like Pyth can come out and get a small amount of that dominance, that market share of the oracle market share, that's going to be big money, big money for Pyth. I think that they can do it. I mean, this coin's barely inside the top 100. I think this is going to be a big winner in the bull run. I really do. All right. Michael Saylor sees Bitcoin as MicroStrategy's exit strategy. I'm going to be buying the top forever, he says. We all know how bullish Saylor is on Bitcoin. Not going to get too far into this because I'm a little bit behind and there's so many other stories I want to get to. So this is crazy right here. This is crazy. Suspected Justin Sun wallets buys $259 million in Ethereum. I don't think they can actually say it is definitely his wallet. I think it's a suspected kind of thing. And a significant turn of events, speculation, a series of large transactions linked to a wallet suspected to be associated with Justin Sun, the founder of Tron. According to a tweet from Look On Chain, a blockchain analysis platform, the wallet in question had made a substantial investment in Ethereum, 91,000 ETH. Imagine buying 91,000 ETH. 91,000 ETH. That's crazy. But this isn't. So I guess what's the kind of read between the lines on this one and figure out the implication. The implication of this, and I think it might be tied to. Hold on, where's it at? Where's the story? I think, is it tied to this? Circle pulls plug on USDC in major Tron exodus. So, I think Justin Sun's up against the ropes a little bit here. Circle, you guys know what Circle is, has announced that it will suspend its support for the token on the Tron network. This is big, guys. In a blog post, the entity says effective immediately, we will no longer mint USDC on Tron. Circle will support Circle Mint customers transfers to USDT on other blockchains to February 25. Circle says it continually assesses the sustainability of all blockchains as a part of its risk management approach, but did not explain why it stopped supporting Tron. Man, there's a lot of ways that the interpretation of this could go. Some people think that Circle is kind of could be like a Trojan horse for a CBDC. I think some people think that Circle is controlled by they kind of deep state kind of thing. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying I know people think that. I've heard people say that. I am kind of indifferent on it, but is this going to be? Is this because Justin Sun's in hot water? Or is this because this is like the first of the things they're going to discontinue? That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. The crypto entity denied providing services to Tron founder Justin Sun in November, stating that it had not done so since February 23, when an ethics organization wrote to U.S. senators suggesting the firm was compromised by its integration with Tron. So this is trying to wash their hands, right? According to the Campaign for Accountability, Tron has been named in multiple international law enforcement actions involving billions of dollars in transactions by alleged organized crime group and sanctioned entities. Not good, Justin. Not good. The crypto entity filed an IPO in January. I'm not going to go too far into that, but here's the tweet. The tweet is rich. The tweet is very rich. We are discontinuing, effective immediately, and read the details here. It kind of goes in, and it's actually kind of funny how it doesn't have that much, how the thread doesn't have that much traction compared to the top tweet that does happen. But my point here is that where's the one? Here it is. Our decision to discontinue support for USDC on Tron is a result of enterprise-wide approach that involved business organization and compliance with other functions across our company. I like this GIF right here. Compliance and other functions, and the little wink GIF. I really like that. So they didn't really explain it, but Tron. I don't know how many people are actually like big on Tron, how many big Tronies are out there, or whatever you want to call yourselves. But Justin Sun has always kind of been like a controversial person. And now I think there's a lot more to the story, and I do want to dig into it. I don't know all the details this second right now, but it is like one of those things like, oh man, like, so, their USDC is not going to work with them anymore. He could be moving a lot of money around right now. They're involved, in some international crime type issues. Like, what's really going on? I'm going to have to consult this story. This could be a video, but I also don't think that if I do make a video out of this, I would have to really have all the details, because I don't know that many people in crypto that wake up like, oh, good morning, I can't wait to buy some Tron today. I don't really know that many people that care. And it's crazy because Tron like has such a large market cap, but it's not like a sexy coin to talk about. Like, I've never seen people be like, yeah, let's go Tron. I've never seen it. Not barely at all. This story here is pretty funny, not gonna lie. Where's it at? Yep. Author Hayes, not only did he call Cardano dog shit, yes, he called Cardano dog shit, he also said that it's a wannabe Ethereum. Author Hayes running his mouth. It may be the first one to be irrelevant. I'm trying to figure out his reasoning here. According to Hayes, the crypto industry is rife with projects that promise revolutionary breakthroughs without the backing of solid engineering or cryptographic achievement, a trend he sees as a red flag. He stressed the importance of discerning between genuine technical advancement and clever marketing. When you detect you're being marketed too heavily, that should give you a bit of the pause. I mean, this is clearly just his opinion. I feel like a lot of the Cardano people in the crowd would be very, very against this take. I mean, obviously, I'm big on Cardano, mainly because I think me being big on Cardano is less about like the tech, right? I think it's more about their leadership, and it's more about the community, to be honest with you. Like, do I think I know what Cardano can do, I've seen it. Last bull run, Cardano put up some numbers last bull run, like pretty fast too. But if you consider, what that ecosystem was then compared to what that ecosystem is now, two different stories, two completely different stories. I mean, Cardano was like a little baby before, now it's starting to grow, and and I really think at the end of the day, crypto projects are defined by their leaders. Crypto projects are defined by the culture created around them. And, you do see from time to time some leaders kind of be jerks, kind of be cocky, kind of just not, setting that standard. Like, I don't think some project leaders realize like the standard they're setting, like they're creating the culture. I think Charles has done a very good job being super transparent. I used to watch like every one of his little fireside chats. I don't watch as many of them as I used to, but I do still watch them here and there. But my point here is that, I don't see Cardano going away because Arthur Hayes is running his mouth. That what else is new? That's what Arthur does. But you always want to look at two sides of the coin. You always want to play the devil's advocate with yourself, because at the end of the day, crypto, people are investing money. Some people, people get real emotional when it comes to crypto, when it comes to their investments, because, I've seen people just like freak out over crypto or losing a small amount of money. You know what I mean? Because, some people, they don't have that much money and they work really hard to get what they have. And then, if they put their belief in something and it goes down in price, like they're not going to say, well, maybe I should have thought about that. Maybe they're not going to like self-reflect. They're going to, explode outward and blame everyone else. And this is why it's important to always kind of consider both sides of the coin and play the devil's advocate. Like, so, I wish Arthur gave a better explanation to why he doesn't like Cardano, because, most of what I've seen the crypto project in the crypto industry has been positive for Cardano. But at the same time, you still want to see both sides of the coin, to make an informed decision. That's kind of the overall point there. All right, got a couple more stories, then I'm going to hit the road here. I do got so much to do today, but I do want to finish the show. I got about 10-15 minutes left. The Winklevi twins back crypto friendly politicians by donating 4.9 million. Guys, just give them 5. Just give them 5 million. Yeah, I'll give you 4.9 million. That's like tipping your pizza, the guy that brings your pizza to your house, $4.90. Just give him a 5. Just give him a 5, Winklevi. This is cool. They have given 4.9 million to Crypto Super Political Action Committee, a PAC. The PAC has raised millions of funds from key crypto players and venture capitalists, including A16Z, which is Andreessen Horowitz, Coinbase, Ripple Labs, among others. And this is really what we need to be seeing here. I think that, do I like what SBF did? No. Was it genius? Yep. The problem with what SBF did is that he was backing the wrong side. SBF was literally funding the anti-crypto politicians. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what? At least these guys are really trying to push the right money in the right direction, because, politics is money. Do you guys realize how much it is to campaign in politics? Unreal. Here's a tweet from Cameron Winklevi. I like calling them Winklevi. It's more fun. Regulation would have killed the internet, but thankfully lawmakers didn't mean to do that. Okay, I clicked the thing. Okay. Regulation would have killed the internet, but thankfully lawmakers and regulators didn't know what it would become. And regulation would have killed crypto, but thankfully regulators and lawmakers can't kill it, no matter how hard they try. I really like that tweet. I like that tweet so much, I actually went and liked that tweet on Twitter. And this is awesome. This is awesome that these, pro crypto politicians are getting, donations from, at the end of the day, look at what this article says. Elizabeth Warren. I actually heard it's like John Deaton like running against her or something like that. That's absolutely insane. I mean, I might move to Massachusetts just to vote for John Deaton. But yeah, she's full of shit. I absolutely cannot stand Elizabeth Warren. She's probably just Gary Gensler's. She is the hand and the mouth she's moving is Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler is Elizabeth Warren's puppet, and everybody knows it. But I love to see this. I love to see this, and I hope that it makes a difference. I really do. I hope they're not just throwing money at it. I hope it actually makes a difference. Quick little follow-up story. Uniswap V2 goes live on Arbitrum, Polygon, Optimism, Base, BCS, and Avalanche. Love to see it. It's going to... The deployments would allow users to execute functions directly on those chains through the protocol's interface. Where's the part where it says... It reduces upfront decisions and minimizes the need for active liquidity pooling. Additionally, Uniswap noted it's cheaper to deploy new pools on V2 due to cost efficiency in terms of gas fees. Notably, gas costs for adding liquidity tend to be much lower. So definitely big shout out to Uniswap. Big day for them dropping V2 on all those other chains as it has been on Ethereum for a while. But it's awesome to see that continue to go out. There was one more story I had, but I don't think... Actually, why not? So this story here, it kind of hit me a little sideways. So an AI pre-sale token. So an AI token that's in its pre-sale is already saying, I'm coming for you, Chainlink. You're in pre-sale. Sit down. Be humble. Like, what? You're in pre-sale. You're gonna tell me you're coming after Chainlink? That ain't it. It's Cube, the world's first cryptocurrency-based crowdfunding platform for AI startups. Recently launched the 7th pre-sale stage. Taking the focus away from Chainlink. Where's the part that I wanted to read? There's so much to these stories. At the same time, the platform presents itself as a worthy adversary to Chainlink's revolutionary Oracle project, which fosters communication between connected smart contracts and data feeds. Of course, oracles are, the meat, the blood and veins of crypto, in my opinion. Maybe keep an eye on this project. I mean, they are only in pre-sale, but they are trying. Look. However, only time will tell whether this Incubeta native crypto asset truly manages to dethrone Chainlink. I mean, listen, guys, those are some pretty powerful words. That's like a 14-year-old kid, shadow boxing in his basement, saying that he's going to beat up Conor McGregor. It's like, well, dude, like you gotta grow up. You gotta get out of the pre-sale stage to say you're going to beat Chainlink. But maybe it is worth keeping it on the radar, seeing how they do. You never know. How do you feel about Jupiter on Solana? I mean, really, since everybody talked about it, it hasn't really been on my radar that much. Someone said, who said this? Zapster, $2 super chat. Thanks for the super chat. I mean, I can take a quick look at it in terms of the chart. So share this tab instead. Boom, 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 boom. So, I mean, it hasn't been anything special. I mean, this is the first day when we were talking about it, kind of had a little pattern here and then just immediately got shut down. Basically, if we went short off of the break of that trend, I mean, we'd be up 24% on the short. It hasn't really done anything special. If you want to consider, this wick, kind of a big level there. You also kind of want to consider the fact that it lost the previous low here. It's below that low. And then if you kind of want to, I wouldn't even draw it like that. I draw it like that. And then if you kind of consider this, it is kind of in a little bit of a squeeze here, but I don't know, man. I mean, the platform itself, I don't use it. I'm not that heavy into, using Solana as an ecosystem, but I don't know. Maybe the coin will wake up. Maybe it won't. I'm not really, I'm indifferent, to be honest with this one. I'm indifferent. I don't have, I think Pyth is my Solana play. Like, I think last bull run, a lot of people made money, including myself, kind of targeting projects in bullish ecosystems like Avalanche, right? I didn't buy that much normal Avalanche, but did I buy Trader Joe? Yes. Did I buy Benki? Yes. Like kind of projects like that. That's kind of my play with Pyth. So I like it. Am I going to buy normal Solana? Not much, a couple thousand, but like nothing crazy. But I think like Pyth is going to be my big Solana play. So when you do you want to target some projects in ecosystems? Yes, for sure. But just kind of focus on picking the projects that are going to have more eyes on them. Especially when something like with Jupiter, like kind of really hype around an airdrop and stuff like that. Well, I think airdrops don't always work out the way people want them to. I think, the thing is people do airdrops. Why do we do airdrops, everybody? Why do people spend days all day hunting airdrops? Because it's free money. Because they can, get involved with the ecosystem and trade liquidity around and kind of wash trade or do whatever they got to do to get like the certain level. And they get free money. And the thing with a lot of airdrops is that they don't ever really tell you exactly what to do. For instance, there is an Algorand airdrop coming on Tiny Man, and there's an Algorand airdrop coming on Folks Finance. The ecosystem is aware of the fact that they are both doing an airdrop. But I messaged both teams. And, there isn't a cut and dry step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 way to ensure that you are clicking the right boxes, checking the right boxes to, receive the airdrop. And a lot of projects do it like this. Basically, what they want you to do is, involve yourself with the ecosystem, do the things on the platform, do the things. It's not in any particular order. There's no particular limits and stuff like that. But there are airdrops, so it's kind of like, I don't personally like it when they do it that way. I would like it. I think airdrops kind of make more sense when people know, okay, I did step 1, I did step 2, I did step 3. But sometimes it's like, oh, well, what, so I don't know. That's a thing. But, at the end of the day, airdrops are for free money. And when you look at projects like Jupiter, tying this back to what we were talking about, they kind of use the airdrop as like, oh, here's a piece of candy. Yeah, you want this piece of candy? And everyone's like, oh, I want the candy. But then instead of putting the candy in their pocket, they eat the candy and sell it. And that happens all too much. Look what happened to Starknet, for example. So I do think there is kind of a limit where, yeah, you can point back to examples of projects that have gone over well with airdrops, but we're talking projects like back in the day. I'm like very interested to see like what new projects are airdropping now are going to be super successful by 25. You see my point? I'm not saying there won't be any, but I am also saying that they're probably going to be few and far between because, most people's gut reaction is that everyone else is going to sell, so they sell. I do appreciate airdrops as a form of incentive, but I think there needs to be kind of more thought put into, okay, well, we have their incentive. Everyone's incentivized to take free money, but how can we incentivize them to keep free money on our platform and not sell it? It's kind of a double-edged sword, but checking out the chat really fast. Better late than never. Thanks for being here, Randall Dance. Really appreciate that you just got here, but it is 11:30. I am going to roll out here relatively soon. I got through all my stories. There was one story that I wanted to read, but it's a whole rant, and it's not like a money making thing. It's kind of like an opinion piece. So I don't really feel the need to dive into that. So that far, I did want to show you guys really fast how the other week I told you guys how I bought $100 of 10 coins and $100 in Bitcoin. I will show you how that little experiment is going. Here it is right here. So we have Singularity Net winning at $168, FET 158, Render 130, and then Bitcoin 107, Optimism 106, Algorand 104, Near 102, and then Phantom is in profit, and then Injective Sui and Avalanche actually down. That's actually kind of interesting to see that. I know obviously you could just like look at the chart, but I always like kind of doing these things where I'll put $100 in a bunch of coins just to to monitor them with skin in the game, because then it kind of gives you like a sense for, oh, okay, well, this one's down. Like, is it going to continue to fall, or is it preparing for a run up? When you look at it through the lens of having $100 of skin in the game, it can give you like a hint to do a real big trade. I do this all the time, and it has worked in the past for some bigger trades just based off trends by keeping track of it this way rather than watching the price. It just kind of changes the perspective. It's just a little trick that I've been doing for a while, and it's been working. So yeah, and it's, I'm just going to hold on to these just for fun. I have multiple portfolios, especially with PHEMEX and stuff. So, but AGIX, it is the winner right now. It is the winner right now. And I did say on the tweet that I did, whoever was the first to guess the winning coin would get the profits from that coin. So it looks like AGIX is the winner on that one. And whoever was the first to put that one got that locked up. So there you go. Awesome. And definitely sign up for PHEMEX if you haven't already. Do you have any HTS tokens? I do not. HTS. What is HTS? Let's check it out. Have I heard of that one before, or have I not heard of that one before? Is it on Binance? Bridged Hashport? No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay. Hedera token service. No, I don't have that one. I have experimented with on Hashpack and everything. That there was like kind of a big push a couple weeks back on Hedera memes and stuff like that. And I played around, but nothing crazy. I would like to see, kind of more projects, kind of, how like Solana has like Solana picks like Pyth, Jupiter plays like that. Like Avalanche has like the Ben Keys and the Trader Joe's. I would like to see kind of more projects, like successful projects, kind of come out of, say like Hedera or Algorand and stuff like that. I know Algorand like has like some meme coins that have kind of picked up some steam, like Coop and stuff like that. But I would like to see like some more like Algorand plays come out eventually. I think that would be really interesting. I mean, I'm sure there will be some more. I know Gora is going to be one. I think Gora is going to be a really successful project, especially, anytime there's a project that's doing an oracle, that's a good oracle, it always kind of makes me kind of sit up a little bit straighter, go, what do they got going on? So there's that, but, I do have to roll out, everybody. I have to film 2 more videos today because I'm leaving for Mexico City first thing tomorrow morning, to go support the homies, at the karate combat fight. So I'm not sure if I'm going to live stream in Mexico. I might not. Don't hold me to it. I'm not going to say yes for sure because I don't know how busy we're going to be. Obviously, I would like to like set the camera up in some cool spot and have like a cool backdrop like I've done when I'm traveling in the past. So not 100% on that, but I'm going to try. So wish me luck in Mexico. Definitely watch the fight on YouTube. I will be in Ben's corner, pouring water in his face, and I have like the Q-tip, and like, I'm gonna be like a Rocky corner. It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. I just fighting is just such an unstable environment, and like I am nervous. Like I'm not nervous for Ben. I'm just like nervous for everyone because like Crypto Crow and Fighting Moon Daddy and Grady and Adam. It's just like I have like so many like of my friends that are just about to glove up and just go rip. And I'm just like, oh man, like this is going to be crazy. So definitely be sure you check out the Karate Combat fight. I linked it. It's on the YouTube, or you can just Google KC44 is the name of the event, and watch it on YouTube on Friday night. So there you go. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. I know this was kind of a short week on the show, but I do have a little bit of traveling doing, but I'm still going to try my best to put out as much content as I can and do as many live streams as I can. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be back until Tuesday. And then next week, I am going to the Daytona Supercross with my dad and then the Glitter Queen. We're going to go watch the Supercross race in Daytona and the Arena Cross race the night before because my buddy Cody Groves is in the points for Arena Cross. And then the weekend after that, we're going to UFC 299 in Miami. So Mexico City, Daytona, Miami, back to back weekend. So I am going to be kind of cutting off the edges of the week, like Fridays and some Mondays and stuff like that. But I'm still going to be filming. Obviously, I still make content when I'm out and about and doing all the things. So just wanted you guys to know what the deal was. If you're like, oh, why is he not live streaming? It's because I'm traveling. So, but I'm still going to have plenty of content coming out for you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is AJ Rage Crypto. Have a safe weekend. Get rich or get wrecked. Peace.